Hello and welcome to EDT Academy. Today we will be looking at the new features that have been brought to you in EDT version 8. A global search function is available from the case list page. This allows you to perform a keyword search on the full text index across all the cases you have permission to see. Type in any Boolean search term into this box, then press the Enter key on your keyboard to run that search. The case list will then be updated to only show cases that contain documents which are responsive to that search. The number of responsive documents in each case is listed in this column here. Click on Clear Filters to remove any terms from that search box and refresh the case list to bring all available cases back into the list. In Review, from the More menu, all users with access to this page can download up to 500 multiple selected documents as PDF files using the feature Download Documents as PDF. Note that the function Export, which allows the user to create a spreadsheet of metadata from the results list, has now been renamed Download Results as XLSX so as to distinguish this function from Download Documents as PDF. In order to download documents as PDF, use the tick boxes on the Review Results grid to select the documents you wish to download. You may wish to employ filters or advanced search first to see the documents you are interested in. If you make no selections, then EDT will assume you wish to download all current documents to a limit of 500 documents. Once you have selected your documents, click on the More button, then select Download Documents as PDF, which will open this pop-up window. The number of documents you have selected is confirmed here. Then, define how you would like the PDF files to be produced. Choose here to create individual PDF files within a zip file or to create a single combined PDF. If you do opt for a single PDF file, you can also choose to include slip sheets between each document in that PDF file by using this tick box here. Tick here to include any annotations and/or redactions that have been applied to any of these documents in the EDT Markup tab. Then, tick here to stamp document ID values onto the PDF files. Choose the position on the page where that stamp will be applied from this drop-down list. Here, you can choose the extent of rescaling that will be used to allow space for that stamping to be applied without covering any existing information on the page. Choose the page size here from A4 or US letter, then click Download to run that task. While this task is running, you will see a message saying that the job is in progress and that you can continue with other tasks in the meantime. Once the task is completed, this message will appear and you can click on the Download PDF link to download the PDF files to your local machine. Thumbnails can be viewed when using the Analyze page. These are available for image file types only and are viewed using the list chart view. They appear in this column here. In order for users to see these thumbnails, the case manager or administrator must firstly turn on this function, which is done in the General Case Settings page. To display thumbnails in the Analyze list view, tick here in the Thumbnails section. This will generate thumbnails for existing images and also any further image files added to the database. Multi-value list field is an available field type. This allows a user to make choices from a predefined list when updating this field in a layout, but, unlike the list type field, allows the user to make more than one choice. When you select List, Multiple Value in the New Field page, this section will appear, which will allow you to add the values that are permitted in this field list. In the Document Viewer layout, when this type of field is displayed, this area will display any values already selected. To make any changes to this selection, click on this area and a list of possible values to choose will appear. Click on a grayed out selection to deselect any existing selection. click on a white selection to add that value into the field. A user permissions report is available to administrators from the Users page in Site Administration, providing details of all EDT users. It is also available within each case in the Users, Roles, and Groups page to administrators or case managers, providing details just of users with access to that case. Tick on this key icon to open the report of a given user, which opens the User Permissions Report page. This will show the cases this user has access to, what their role is in this case, and which groups they belong to. Then a detailed definition will be displayed of what permissions membership of those groups grants in regard to folders, fields, layouts, and tags. Note that if the user is an administrator, then that user will have access to everything, and the report will simply state this. From version 8, Loader will extract geolocation metadata from JPEG images during the ingestion process. This is stored in 3 fields, longitude, latitude, and altitude, which are available for display and searching. One of the required tasks prior to upgrade is to ensure that all review pool batches are checked in. Ask all of your batch users to do this prior to any upgrade process. During the installation process, a Windows service called EDT File Service is now installed. This is a Web API, HTTP-based server that will efficiently transfer files between the common file store and the EDT website. In regard to the search and display of text in the full text index, EDT supports various different text encodings to support various languages, including ISO 8859 and Windows 1252. Within the Related Docs tab in the Analyze Document Viewer, this Compare icon will appear in the Similar Documents section, where any similar documents are identified. Click on this icon to open the Document Compare feature and compare the current document with this selected document. Within the Similar Documents widget in Review or Batch Document Viewer, subject to this being present in the current layout design, this Compare icon will be visible, where any similar documents have been identified. Click on this icon to open the Document Compare window and compare the current document with this selected document. When using Importer, you can choose the encoding of the text in the load file here, which will open the encoding pop-up box. The default encoding is Unicode UTF-16, but you can use this drop-down list to select from an extensive list of alternatives. Then click OK to confirm your choice. Importer can validate the load file to be used prior to running the import, such as discovering an invalid CSV file. To do this, add the path of the load file into the Load File box in the Options tab. Choose the load file type and encoding, then add your field mappings in the Map Field tab. Once this is done, click Validate. Importer will then produce a report in the Messages tab, giving details of any formatting issues within the load file before the ingestion itself is run. When in the Review or Batch pages, as an alternative to using the Search button, you can also use the Enter button on your keyboard to run a search using the Keywords box. The Full Text Field Index Search in Review Advanced Search allows for both a Contains search or a Not Contains search. This is achieved by choosing the appropriate selection from the Search Operator drop-down box. And this concludes our look at the new features in EDT version 8. Thank you for joining EDT Academy today. Please join us again for some further training.